If you know you've hit someone with a body shot, you know they're there for the taking.
Yeah.
Jump on them, don't admire them. And then second of all, have we all forgotten about the point of Daniel Dubois watch the referee count to 10 while on one knee?
That's true. That's true. Well, that's my next question. Is it?
It's not the first time he's done it.
Yeah, he's been labelled
unfairly
or fairly. I mean,
no, it's not unfairly because against Joe Joyce with a fractured orbital bone, which I think he had, he's watched the referee count to 10 while on one knee, and then when the referee gets to 10, he gets straight up, and he's done it again. Now, I don't want to call someone a quitter, but listen, a man told me in this gym a long time ago. His name was John Doolan. Duke, and Duke weren't the greatest coach, but something stuck with me one day that he said to me, and he said to me, son, don't you ever spew it. Now, spew it means quit. He said, don't you ever spew it. He said, because the first time you spew it is the hardest, and after the first time you spew it, he said, it only gets easier and easier and easier. And I'm sorry to say, Daniel Dubois has spewed it twice. Now,
and that is an interview with Tony Bellew as he discusses Danny Dubois and his ability to quit. And let me counterpunch. I think what his old coach told him was absolutely correct. I think when you start quitting, or even when you start losing, it's easier to do both. It's easier to quit and it's easier to lose. Okay, simply because you've done it before, you become familiar with it. Regardless of how unideal it is, it's still one of those situations where it's something that becomes common. Not normal, but common. And like Tony Bellew said, he quit in the Joe Joyce fight. And we've seen that. We've seen that in the Joe Joyce fight. We saw shades of that in the Kevin Ledena fight, and we saw it again fully in the Usyk fight. And it just shows you that Daniel Dubois is finding it easier to quit each and every fight. He's looking at it like, oh, well, if I'm Daniel Dubois and I knew that I could have got up. It's the same thing that happened with Ryan Garcia. He knew that he could have got up. He just didn't want to. So he quit. Anytime when you intentionally not get up on the count and you're listening to the referee and you're not getting up, it's not that you can't. It's the fact that you won't. Because here's the difference between can't and want. Okay, let me show you the difference. The difference is when he went down, it's one thing, and we've seen it over and over again. When a fighter gets up and then tries to get up, and then when they're up, they either they're shaky, their legs are not under them, it's limp noodle, you know what I mean? Their legs are crazy, you know what I mean? And and it's just like, at least you tried to make an effort. Quitting is you don't make an effort to get up. He didn't make an effort to get up. Ryan didn't make an effort to get up until the 10 count, and then he got up. That shows you that you quit because you decided to stay down past the count. So you quit. Daniel Dubois did the same shit. Bars. Okay? And understand with Daniel Dubois, as long as he has that mindset, he's not going to be a world champion unless he fights someone like Trevor Bryant again. Yeah, he'll beat guys like Trevor Bryant because they haven't been tested anyway. They're on a different playing field. He's been in there with guys like Joe Joyce, some damn near unstoppable forces in the sport. But he knows that he's not one of those guys that will last the test of time with these guys. He won't beat these guys. You know what I mean? And it's not because he's not even better. It's because he had quit in him. Because, again, Daniel Dubois was leading on the scorecards, and he decided to quit. Now, people justify it by what happened, or the condition of his eye, rather. Because what happened is he quit. Okay? And he quit, and people, oh, man, it was a good idea for him to quit. He took a knee because he did not want to take another shot to the eye. And he didn't know how to defend it. He didn't care really how to defend it. He didn't try to survive. He didn't try to do anything. He didn't try to box because he was getting boxed. He had no head movement. He was getting tagged in that eye from one of the slowest boxers in the sport right now, Joe Joyce. Let's just be real. I love Joe Joyce. Nothing, you know, I like him, the juggernaut, all right? But he is one of the slowest boxers in the sport of boxing right now. And he was out boxing Daniel Dubois like he did from out that round. Okay? So, I mean, it is what it is. Tony Bellew, rather, is correct. Dubois needs to, I don't know, either find a way or just, you know, fight different opposition. But this was his opportunity. This was his opportunity to hold 4 belts. Actually 5. Okay? 3 major belts, the IBO plus the Ring magazine. Okay? So this was his opportunity. And he decided to quit. Plain and simple. Now, he can talk about, again, the 5th round all he wanted to. But, yeah, if I knew I really quit, that's all I would talk about. Well, I wouldn't have quit if I would have gotten my knockdown. That's basically what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. He wouldn't have quit if he would have got his knockdown first, or knockout first, or legal punch, or whatever, right? But the referee ruled it for what it is, and even that disheartened him, okay? And as that discouraged him, I'm like, okay, just like Tony Bellew said at the very beginning, like that should have gave you more confidence knowing that you can hurt him to the body if you actually believe this shit was legal. Come on, man. If he went down like that from a shot like that, that means you know you can hurt him and you can drop him. And it's easier to hit the body than the head. Come on, bro. And if that discourages you from what the ref did, you don't belong and don't deserve to be champion anyway, because you won't find a way to win. Someone gives you a reason, you're going to give them an excuse, and that's what Daniel Dubois did. I hate a quitter. I can't stand a quitter. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tony Bellew on Daniel Dubois quitting. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!